All right, here we go, folks. Welcome back. This is Bobby Jeezy and Easy coming to you straight out of Brewlands Billiards North, Lakeland. We got a great match in store for you guys. We have George Saunders. Spargo rate is 656 versus Joel Rodriguez, another great player in the building, giving up one game on the wire to the whole field. His Spargo is a 703. And got a phone ringing over there trying to figure out who it belongs to. We got the young gun here, Trenton White, in the building. Yep.
All right.
How you doing, Trenton?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Thank you for joining me here on the stream,
Yes, sir.
commentating this match here. It's going to be a good one here. They're trying to figure out whose phone's ringing over there. I might have to go get it. I think it's Mike DeLawder's.
Probably.
Is it Mike DeLawder's?
It is.
He's over there. I don't know if it's Mike DeLawder's or not. All right. Trenton White's doing good things for here in Florida. Big champ, man. Winning everything.
Appreciate
Shooting
Doing
strong.
my best.
I know that's right. Making mama and papa proud.
Got to.
That's right. All right, so here we go. George Saunders and Joel Rodriguez for the lag. This is winner's bracket action, race to 7. Racking the 9 ball on the spot. This is 3-foul rule in effect. Jump cues are allowed. The only other odd rule that we have is the next ball in rotation foul. Other than that, standard 9-ball rules. 9 does not count on the break in any pocket on the break. It looks like George Saunders won the lag, so he'll be breaking the first rack.
I'm interested to see how he's breaking the balls, Bobby.
Well, he was just asking me, what everybody was doing, which I haven't really been watching a whole lot. I mean, I'm doing the standard 9-ball break from the side rail and just punching it just a little below center, and I'm not really making the one in the side like Mike DeLawder was.
Right.
But I was making a ball.
Yeah, I'm breaking from the first diamond of short rail all the way up top of the edge string and cutting it just a little hair.
How was that working out? Was you making a ball on the break?
I'm either making the wing ball or the one ball on the side.
Okay. My struggle was the speed. I wasn't really getting a shot after the break. Well, let's see how George takes the break here. Got a lot of great matches in store for you guys. Need you to do me a favor and share the stream. Greatly would appreciate it. George Saunders to break. Rock number 1.
Try the little cut break.
Yeah. And I don't believe anything went in.
He overcut it by a hair or two. Looks like Joel's going to push here.
Is he in the middle of a match?
George gave it back. This is a pretty good shot here. You have 2 options. You can thin it and come around 2 rails. Come around 2 rails between the 7-9, or you can bank the 1 ball 2 rails between the 7-9 holders cue ball. Looks like he's banking it 2 rails. Good shot. He just hit it too full. George playing the combination or locking him up behind the 9 ball. It's a smarter shot. Ricardo's going to kick here more for distance instead of make. You can't really make this 1 ball anywhere. He's going to come 2 rails behind it and try to thin it and bring the cue ball back up table to his end rail. now. Or kick 1 rail and stick it behind the 4 ball. It's a hard shot because you got to make sure you stick the ball or you sell out here.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Had to go and take care of an issue here. Anything going on here?
Not much. It looks like George is working on a 3 foul.
Uh-oh. Was this going to be number 2 or 3?
It's number 2.
Okay.
Great shot.
Looks pretty good. He's got him in a tight spot here. 2 rails. Point no, he's looking at 3 rails. Who knows?
No,
We'll
he's
see what
looking
he's
at
got.
the 2 railer.
That 8 ball's big on a 2 roller.
But I don't think he can kick 3 here because of the 3 ball spot.
Actually, I like hitting the top short rail with left English and going around that left corner pocket up there. Coming straight at the 1. And he's got enough of the cue ball to do that too, without hopping it off the table.
He got it pretty stuck right here. I think now he's looking at a Z shot. No, he's just waiting.
Yeah, he's in trouble here. I don't expect him to hit this ball.
He should be able to hit this. Clean window. What a shot.
Nice hit.
Hit it good.
Very nice hit by Joel.
Shibbity wobbity weebity shibbity weebity whoa. Oh. Shibbity hobbity weebity weebity shibbity weebity whoa.
All right, Mike D. Crazy. Mike D getting ahead of himself over here. Let's see if that
Shibbity
works.
wobbity weebity shibbity weebity whoa. Oh.
What a great shot by
Shibbity
George.
hobbity weebity weebity shibbity weebity whoa.
That's so pure.
Yeah, really good shot. I missed the replay again. Pretty simple out from here, right?
Yep.
Just get past the 9. 1 rail on the 4 to the 5 in the corner.
You just roll. Yep. You just stun it over a little bit and you come short rail up.
He came a long ways.
Yeah.
I think I just came up 1 rail for the 5, but now he's probably going to have to go 2. Spin around the 6 ball, 2 rails.
I think it's going to be easier to get shape on the 6 ball, though, coming this way, I believe. Oh, he's playing shape for the side.
Yeah, he's going all the way around. Good shot. Good speed.
Excellent shot. You might have to run into something here.
Yeah, he might have to run into the 9 ball. Mike D and his lyrics. All right.
Yeah.
Got a friendly nudge off the 6 ball. And he'll just be cutting this ball 1 rail. Probably 2, straight up and down. You want it? Got it. We got Mike D in the house. Gonna take
Mike
over.
D in the house.
Get in the chopper. Everybody get down. All right, on the real tip though, George got a nice small angle. And he's elevating a little. Kind of makes the shot a little more difficult. But he executed it nicely. I'm a big firm believer if you start with elevation, finish with the same elevation.
100%.
Your angle of attack always stays the same, right, Trenton?
100%.
So a lot of people, they start with their angle and they finish the level. I feel like I'd rather go straight back, straight forward and just start with the angle.
Then it throws the cue ball if you don't finish with the same angle.
Right? I agree with that 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Ricardo spots a game here, folks.
Shout out to our sponsors, Predator Q's. Shout out to Bobby and Jenny and Garza, Lights Out Streaming. We're definitely thankful for Brewlands hosting this event for young people like our friend Trenton here to get his experience. So when he travels to the world, he's fully prepared. We really appreciate all the viewers. Shout out to Diamond Billiards, Kamui Chalk. You guys do a great job holding us together. USA Pool League, shout out. We got a good match here. AZ Billiards, we appreciate everything you do, informing everything. And then we have, can't read all of it. Bethany, Stitch It to Me. Oh, I think that's Nicole Rosamond's. So 2-0, guys. I always talk about momentum in sports. What do you think about how important it is to get out of the gate?
Oh, 100%. It's one of the best things in pool.
I mean,
it's come out swinging.
Momentum's everything. If you ever watch a basketball game where the team starts up 17-0, you agree. They normally dominate from there. It's hard to make a comeback when the other team's just flat and not generating production. So tell us about your junior stuff coming up, Trenton.
Nothing much, just getting ready, prepping, playing.
You doing a fundraiser? When's the fundraiser?
The fundraiser is October 31st.
All right, y'all go support. Where's that tournament going to be at?
Let me recheck that. 1 second. October 29th, 1 p.m. benefit tournament start. It's at Pocket Billiards.
Yeah, you guys come out, support Trenton. I feel like he's the future, one of the future players of pool. He works really diligently on his fitness. He's really been working on his mental game. Everybody knows how tough pool can. It just spits you out sometimes, and I'm really proud to get the chance to work with Trenton, and happy to be out here today.
Got separation from the fine five.
I mean, it could have gone better. It could have gone worse. Now it looks like you may have to play the combo, which isn't such a big deal. But when you get an angle, too much angle, combos become more difficult.
Right. Gonna spin it 2 rails center table. Only came 2 rails played in the side.
Yeah, I mean, guys, he was playing it down in the corner, I think, but maybe in the side. But the bottom line is the combos are not always easy when you're not 20 degrees or less. So if you can't guarantee you can fall on a small angle, I mean, I like his decision. Although he didn't get perfect,
100%.
These pockets accept the balls. He's supposed to shoot at a pocket, not a combo. The way to shrink the pocket is to shoot the combo.
Right.
You got a round tip into a round ball, into a round ball, into a round ball. The thing about great pool players, they rely on their shot making and their defensive skills to produce fruit. You don't have to always shoot the combos when you can rely on ball pocketing just that individual ball, you know?
What's the shot here? Play safe?
Yeah, you're gonna thin it. You're gonna thin it and
Good shot.
I think that shot wasn't that good because he left him an angle to the kick. So if he's more on the rail with the cue ball, the angle doesn't exist. The one rail kick shot. He used outside English and he ran his cue ball high up. Now George can play a one pocket stop shot, rail first, and stick him behind the 8. Or he can attack, go rail first with a bit of side spin and make that ball a big ball. And another thing is if he misses the one railer, he might get an opportunity to 7, come back and tie up with a 5, cue ball on the long rail, so.
Right.
Look for good speed here and good things happen. If you play too firm, you sleep in the street on this shot.
It's still a tough angle because you have to hit at the pocket to make this ball. So
yeah.
You have to shorten the angle.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if you got to jack up, it makes the shot much more difficult.
100%.
For sure. But look for him he's going to come out hot here. And when you're jacked up, just remember it's going to, like Trenton said, it's going to bend the angle short. So you don't want to compress the rail too much and overbend it. You know, man? I almost feel like the one pocket stop shot's the shot here, where he does elevate, just hit down on center ball.
Yeah. And pop it, even if he hits it 2 foot, it bangs back up just like that. See, that was a great shot. But if he would have had that pop to it, he would have stuck the cue.
Exactly. If he was dragging his ball in a backward state of mind and not letting it release like that, it would have held. And it would
100%.
probably one of the
Very touchy shot.
most calm. I mean, this guy, Joel Rodriquez, is a silent assassin.
Stone cold killer, folks.
I mean, I watched him play a set trend against the Dominicans at Racks for about 40,000 apiece, and the Dominicans were drunk, the Puerto Ricans were drunk, everybody else was just cheering on one side or the other. We were betting. I mean, it must have been 100,000 bet, and I'll tell you what, it was probably the most magical moment I've seen in pool in my entire life. The guy was like William Wallace yelling out when he won. It was probably, I mean, just complete relief to win that money for all his people. And what a beautiful way to, like, it'd be like you winning me a big score. And I'm like, we've been doing it together anyway. Might as well make some bread together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So. All right. We got the score 2-1. Brewlands Billiards, Lakeland, Florida. We out here doing big things. All the people watching at home, we really appreciate you spending your Saturday. We know there's a lot of things you could be doing, and we really appreciate you joining us. Got the young junior Trent White here with me. Hopefully he doesn't get any taller. Just real recognize real.
Real recognize real, baby. Let's go.
Okay, let's just check out.
You breaking them, Mike?
I tried from the middle. I tried from the middle left. I went to the side rail. I liked how I was breaking pretty much all together. I feel like you have more control from the middle.
Yeah, me too.
Because you're hitting the ball like a wall.
I agree.
And then it deadens your cue ball. Where when you're hitting it from the side, you got to cut it thinner and you got to draw the ball. So it's a little more knowledge of the other cup rack.
And it's harder to hit full ball from side rail.
Absolutely.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to break from the side rail, you got two options. You can aim it real full with spin and just turtle shell it to the rail. Or you can play minimal spin with draw and cut the one, like almost like you're cutting it to the long rail.
100%.
And people don't realize when you're cutting the ball, cutting the one ball, you're actually influencing the wing ball to go longer.
Right.
So when you hit it fuller, it goes to the long rail. But when you hit it thinner, it lengthens it down table, doesn't it?
Right.
Giving it a better. That's why when it's on the spot, the ones on the spot, you break from the side rail because it goes straight in. But if you want that wing ball to go from the 9 ball on the spot, you got to hit it thinner. You know? So some people gap the rack and hit it fat and twist the ball. Other people just play a legit rack and lengthen that ball with physics, you know?
100%.
He's really close to a 5 year, so I foresee this to be a little bit of a trouble issue. I also see if he pockets the 1, he's going to clip the 7 ever so slightly. Then he's going to hit the 6, and it's probably going to hook him on the 7 because it's going to be a double carom unless he pounds it.
Looks like he's playing safe. He's going to play.
No, he's not playing safe.
Yeah, he tried to bank the 1 ball and go 2 rails behind the 2.
Kind
of like that shot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess shooting. You were right, Trent. I guess shooting the 1 at the pocket, and risking the carom was a lot.
Right, because a lot could have went wrong with that. He could have scratched off the 6, the 7 stick.
Yeah,
go in the
7, 6. He had all types of angles going. I didn't like it, and I'd be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought the 3 was the next ball. I'll tell you what. When you're shooting a ball off the rail, guys, Dennis O'Cola taught me this. He's like, Mike, you have to have a small little pause because what happens is you're trying to guide the cue and you're kind of trapped a little. So what happens is if you don't pause, you kind of hit across the ball a little. If you pause, you generate the power and then you release it towards to the ball. I mean, Dennis O'Cola told me that like on God. He said, yeah, it's like when I shoot off the rail, like a spot shot off the rail, he goes back like to the line, to the line of the cushion.
Right.
And then he just stops forward. If he said it, it's got to be true. That's all I can tell you.
Gots to be true.
All right, so he's in a little predicament here. He can have to probably play. He can come straight up, or he can play high left.
I think you got to come short of this side here.
That's in trouble.
Yeah.
See, that's in trouble. He's in trouble.
You either gotta you either gotta aim that to come short. You always
I like that, friend. Yeah, you come short.
If you come from scratching and you're looking, you have to hit it so perfect to come long because you're gonna have such a bigger angle on the 6.
I agree, Trenton. That's well said. Coming short, because these are almost new conditions. I call it intermediate conditions. They're still stretching a little,
Right.
so you don't have to be afraid of it coming above the side and then coming back bouncy short. It was just kind of opening up and just perfect position from what you said. Mm. Where's all the comments at? Where's all the comments at? Okay, 2-2. George is getting a game on the wire. Joel Rodriguez is, no question, one of the favorites in the tournament. And he's such a nice guy. He's been working on his health. He's lost a lot of weight. He has a trucking business, and he's really just a wonderful guy to be around. George is a guy that likes to play, by the game, one pocket. He plays all games pretty good. And he takes the heat a little in the tournament situation, but he really is a great player, and he gets down for the dough, so.
Two, folks. 2-2. Keep in mind, George is getting a game because Joel spots everybody in the field 1.
Did he already get the game?
Yes.
Did he already mark the game up?
Correct.
So it's really 2-1.
Really 2-1.
Completely different. So when you're hitting the ball full, man, it can just happen. You can break in so many outcomes. So when the 9 is on the spot, it's very difficult to make the wing ball hitting it that fat. We were just talking about that. So. I like to thin this one ball with the inside English. Act like I'm playing it in the corner, and then go down
first.
Ball first, inside English, and go down under that cluster, the 3 or the 2. The one's gonna stick. I promise, it's gonna stick.
I like playing this rail first.
Okay, rail first messed his angle up, bro. Rail first calls him to. If he goes ball first, he can control it on the other side of the side pocket. He went rail first. Now he can't get under them balls. It's impossible. The angle doesn't allow for it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's hitting high. The rail first makes it go higher. Ball first, you can control it right underneath the 3, 2, and the 4. Like, kind of like that. You feel me, right?
Right.
They really do need to have somebody watch this hit. I would probably never, ever would I ever let somebody shoot this shot without somebody watching the hit call. We got 23 people on the stream, bro. Y'all need to share the stream. Bobby Garza does a lot of work. Janine does a lot of work on this. We want to share it. We want to bring light to pool. You guys support the stream. If you don't want to donate to them, I got 4 kids. Money Mike DeLawder on Cash App. Holla at your boy. Totally kidding, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to try to convince Bobby to throw me like 40 a match or something. Oh, never mind, Bobby. Never mind. I feel like he can go underneath it where the 5's at and double kiss it in. But the table lengthened on him. So these aren't quite brand new conditions, but if you notice when they kick in the ball, the angle's opening up. It's very important to recognize the conditions, because if you bank the same angle in on every table, you're going to get a variance of outcomes. So a big deal there is to adjust your angle or use a touch of inside to hold the ball or hit a little firmer. Definitely the conditions were working against them there. You know what I mean? If you use outside on new felt, it just slides and just umbrellas open. It's pretty crazy.
If y'all have any questions, feel free to comment. We have the comment section up too, guys.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything about that, about pool, we don't have time to answer today. We're, love an opportunity to give you a lesson and help you get the best version of yourself. So it's never too late, guys. Come on. We out here. Predator apparel. We got the whole crew out here today. It's pretty awesome. So if I'm going to kick that ball, I'm going to try to go 2 rails or hit it really firm. Because when you hit it firm, it's almost impossible for it to follow it in because the ball is still sliding. When you roll it, the spin exacerbates and it actually picks up follow like Indiana Jones. That ball starts rolling and the guy's in trouble, right?
100%.
Yeah. So kicking is a lot like that. The momentum, it comes about halfway through the shot. So
it's great execution.
All right. So a lot of people think, okay, let's kick at this ball to make it. But the problem is kicking it to make it, you bring a scratch in play.
100%. So you got to kick for distance.
Kick with distance. So you want to go rail, and then you want to use side spin to get you down table. He kicked it slow. I don't prefer that because now you're so close to the ball afterwards. If you don't hook them.
I agree. If you have a shot, you kick for 2. You kick for 3 things. You kick for first is to see if you can make it, and if it's an easy make. Yeah. Second is for distance. You always go for distance, no matter what kind of.
And what do we call that? A principal safe. 100%. Principal safe, meaning you're not getting them frozen, but you are getting distance, and you are. It's kind of like a fight. The guy's got you black-eyed up. You just need to get out there, heal up, go take some martial art classes, and come back.
Exactly.
He'll be like, you don't have to win the fight right there. You can come back. It's okay. So when you defend, that's the type of mindset that a great fighter has. Yeah, he could whoop you with 3 punches, but why not defend you until you get tired and then whoop you? So something to say about defending your opponent, right?
Gotta put your guard up.
Principal safeties are imperative when you're kicking. Efren did it the best, right? Jeremy Jones does it probably second best.
Didn't really read the speed there that well. So if English on these tables grabs so much and give it so much more speed on these tables too.
Yeah, well, it's because there's less friction. So what happens is whatever you put on it is almost magnified, right? Yeah. Like if you're trying to draw the ball in worn conditions, you got to draw it lower than you do on new conditions because there's less friction on new conditions.
Correct.
And then when you're using spin on new conditions, you use less spin because it's going to deflect more. So you want to use half the amount of English on new felt as you do on worn felt. You know what I'm saying? Because on worn felt, you get more friction. So you got to apply more side spin to get the ball to act exactly the same. I hope that's not too confusing.
No, 100% agree. I hope that's not too confusing for the audience.
I mean, when you cross the ball, Trenton, you're putting side spin on the ball with doing nothing to the cue ball. And in order to take that off, you use outside. But on new felt, to cancel it. Exactly. It's called turning the ball. You're decreasing the friction, making the ball true up and go straight. However, though, if new felt, you use the same spin as you use at home. Matter. It's gone. Don't worry about it. It's gone. He already shot. Doesn't matter. The other guy's gone.
I believe he did hit a rail. Because he came 2 rails and this hit 6 to a rail.
George, you did hit a rail, bro. Pool is, I'm telling you, it's one of the most emotional games. And the reason why, golf, you fetch your own ball, you do your own thing. Pool, you're literally defending your opponent. And anything can happen. He could put you there on accident or on purpose. And it's very emotional.
Right.
Golf, you put yourself there, you shoot up from there, right? There's no.
You're right. It's all you.
It's all you. Pool is not. That's why pool's harder. Think about it. If the golfer was trying to screw you on every shot, that would be pretty damn difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If I got to tee your ball up, would I tee at the same height?
No.
No, I'd change it, right?
Of course.
Try to get you
out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. All right, 3-2. Trent White, your boy Mike D. Philosophical. Who that is?
Pronounce that word?
Danielle Gomez. Oh, that's hold Reyes Gomez, baby mama. I mean, George. I'm sorry, George Saunders. My bad. Reyes stepdad. She's stepdaddy. My bad. My bad. I fuck with you, Danielle. Though you know you're my friend. She's laughing. You know you're trying to keep my capital L, trying to make it look like DeLawder. I see what you're doing.
DeLawder.
Back home, we used to chop people up like you. All right, so I know that we could sit here and educate you guys on pool. I've told you a lot of my thoughts, but you know what? We're having fun to have fun. Y'all came here to go y'all's library card. Well, go ahead and go back home because we out here. We're gonna love the game. We're gonna love the game. We're gonna love the every moment. I told Trenton, don't even show up if you don't 100% want to be here. The worst thing you do is show up to a pool tournament and be like, why did I come here? Man, I'm here. I'm committed.
Right.
100% until I'll cry tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It's like going to a golf course. Don't even want to swing a club.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's hard for me when my kids go to the trampoline park. They want me to bounce still.
Good shape on the one ball. Good break.
All right, Joel's off to the races. The key here, guys, this is one of the big drills that I teach. You have to understand how to stop the ball from multiple distances so you can add or subtract distance to get the outcome. So here it's like a stop shot, but you just let it go forward a little bit.
The slow rolling, no good.
I mean, a slow roll with center is no good, but when you drag it,
when you drag it slow, but not top or Q-tip below center. It's too much.
I agree with you.
There's too much going on.
I agree with you. It could swerve a little. Right. Dragging the ball below center, though, it really can benefit you on certain
Especially
shots.
on a table like this. That's playing like in these conditions. Where these tables are playing. Stop. Shot right here. A little draw. Oh no.
So there's no need to let your stroke out there. I mean, I really like hitting less of the cue ball and less speed there.
Correct.
Complete control. It actually slides the ball the same manner. When you hit the ball firm, you slide it with center ball or just below center. But when you hit it slow, you can go real low, you can finesse the ball, and you don't have to change or compromise the billiard shape, the ball's shape. Meaning, when you hit it hard, those balls compress and they act different. The deflection's more. The throw is less, and it's less predictable. So if you hit it with a positive medium, you're really going to benefit from pool. You'll always be adjusting in a positive manner. You know what I mean?
You're always going to know what's going on.
Well, you have an idea like, hey, I missed it full or thin. You'll understand, did you spin it enough or not spin it enough? You know what I mean?
On 2 rails back and forth for a 9 ball in the corner. Tree.
And I preach this so much, Trenton, but you just shoot the 9 in. You're not informing yourself on the conditions and the information that's there, right? If you're stopping the ball, focus on stopping the ball 100% accurate. If you're trying to get to the middle of the table, get to the middle of the table, and then formulate a plan for your cue ball constantly. Don't just shoot the 9 ball and then freak out and break down fundamentally. Play your cue ball like you would on any other shot, and it speaks to you. I'm telling you.
That's why I feel like that's why most of the or the lower hand amateurs don't really they don't play that. They get to a 9 ball and that's why they take it for granted. They don't they don't think of a stroke on how to hit this ball because they have no need.
And where the cue ball's going, especially with an angle and you're going back down table, you might as well try to freeze it to the rail. Get as much out of the shot as you can because moving forward, that shot's going to benefit you later. You know what I mean? Right. I know I say that all the time, but it's probably the most important part about the end game of rotation. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Want me to show you how to draw on the screen?
For real?
Oh, that's what she said?
Oh. You look over there on that monitor. See where it says whiteboard?
Mm-hmm.
You just click it one time where it's highlighted, and then you can just draw from the cue ball to there.
Yeah.
And then you hit the escape key and it wipes it clean. Yeah, just got to make sure it's highlighted on whiteboard to use it.
All right, we're here 3-3 Brewlands Billiards. George is putting up a fight. Who? I'm a champion.
All right, let's see how good I am at this drawing. When you rap in the mic.
I married my wife for all these clerical issues. All right, well, Bobby Jeezy and the Heezy. We love Bobby. We love Bobby like an uncle. He said, "Don't call me daddy, but you can call me a brother or an uncle." Don't tell me. I don't care. Please don't tell me. I don't want to know, so don't tell me. I don't ever look. I like to enjoy my life. I don't ever look at the brackets because I could care less who I play. They're playing Mike D, and if they beat me, I'm going to shake their hand, smack them on the booty, and tell them good shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Yummy.
Will you give me 500 if I bank a 9-ball 4 L's during my match? You will? I mean, I'll take a look at it.
I'll take a look at it.
I won't play shape to that. Especially if I'm leading, I'm going to do it towards the end.
100%.
All right, George has a big shot here, but the problem is the 5 is it looks like the cue ball wants to get under that 5. He held it so nicely with that low. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
what a
he
great
hit that
shot, George.
perfect.
Once again, Trenton, slow and low, allowed him to put that kill, more rotations on the ball, allowing him to kill Whitey.
Well,
If you hit that center ball, a little flat stroke, boy, she going to go over there that long rail, you'll look like a donkey.
100%.
Same stroke, Trenton, same stroke. He did the rolling ball there. I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, there could have been. You can get better shape with that shot, going with using a rail.
Yeah, I agree. Now that I see it, I mean, he really played a great shot there. I'm
Right.
happy I was here to see that.
Now it's just boom, boom, boom.
Well, I mean, now we know the 7 is probably the toughest shot on the table. The good thing is the 9's not blocking the 6, right?
Right.
I like that the 7 goes inside. You
100%.
key focus is getting the angle to stop the cue ball on the 6 so you get natural shape on the 7. When you get a big angle on that second ball, the third ball becomes very difficult to dominate.
100%.
Always playing, 3 balls ahead?
Well worded.
Playing the angle from the second ball to the third ball, right?
Right.
And once you make the next ball, you go repeat the process all over again. You don't even look at the object ball trend at first. Look at the second ball to the third ball, and then work backwards to the objective, which is the ball that's in, the next ball in order, obviously. So once again, I like to play this ball down to the bottom rail or to the middle of the table. So the way he hit it, that's a great cue ball, right? So now he knows, hey, my cue ball's only a few inches. What did he have to do? Subtract spin, right? To get it to length into the middle of the table. Even when you hit a ball really good, if you don't study the error in the shot, the potential outcomes, it just makes the game really difficult. It's like, Trenton, I'm going to throw you the ball and 30-mile-an-hour winds, and you see that the ball's kind of deviating. You have to change your line of attack, right? And you couldn't do that without experience. But that's the same thing with pool. If you're not constantly being objective, super difficult to be great at this game. Super difficult.
He's stroking.
I'll be stroking.
I gotta mark the score here.
All right, George took the lead, 4-3. So George isn't cutting the ball. The wing ball's not going to go in like that. I would rather scratch trying to execute the break at a thinner hit and risk it, let my cue ball go a little, but to execute the break the correct way. I mean, you look at Shane's break and then these guys that do the cut break, it looks like their cue ball's wild, but they're playing it across table and they're kind of gambling because they know where the one's gonna dress up at. Do you get what I'm saying? The one's dressing up so good, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what their cue ball does almost.
As long as it gets there.
I mean, if you go across table with the cue ball, you're destined to get the one ball buried in the pocket. That's what those great players do. So
most people look at it the opposite way. They look at it as if they get the cue ball there, then they're going to get perfect on the one, which
and then
is incorrect.
And sometimes the one, what does it do? Goes down on the bottom rail,
Right.
and they're in trouble. So
Or if they try to draw their rock back to the bottom rail, the cue ball goes back to the side rail.
I don't know how Trenton got so smart, but I'll tell you what.
You like that, huh? I just never
Coming with
felt
it. You're just coming with it. You're the future, bro. That's why I fox with you.
I make the 9 ball here. Oh, what a shot. Wow.
I mean, 1 in 10,000 to make it like that. I can't believe you predicted that trend. I mean, it's heading that way for sure. Uh, 4-4. George is going to take a little break here. It's probably a good time to shout out the sponsors. AZ Billiards. If you guys need any stitching done, stitch it to me, Nicole Razaman. I don't know how to pronounce her name that good, but I think that's how you. Is it Quayla? She changed it? It's not Nicole Razaman? Rasmussen? All right, we're just going to say little Nikki from Rax. Everybody knows her. If she wants,
Nikki.
we need to simplify her last name, give her a nickname. She says she's got her stitch it machine. She's gonna sew my mouth shut if I keep talking shit about her. So it's crazy. You can play good and lose, and you can play bad and win. Pool is such a complex game, you know.
Hey, 13.
If you guys watch Joel play, he's got a great mental disposition about him. You can tell he's got a lot of responsibilities just by how he conducts himself. He's just such a well-mannered guy at the table. When he loses, he acts exactly the same. I love every aspect about his game. I think he's the number one back pocket player in Puerto Rico. So a lot of his knowledge with safeties and two-way shots, you know, they come and play a 9-ball, and he's translated that into his, rotation game from back pocket 8-ball, last pocket 8-ball. And I'll tell you what, he's a pleasure to watch, bro. Everything I teach about sports psychology and mental disposition, it kind of represents that guy, bro. I mean, he's really calm at the table. He handles his business. I think all them children make you patient, though. You feel me? Because I've even slowed down as of recent. A show. Yeah. We got a lot of kids. I'm going to have to guess at least 4 or 5. That's just my guess. I'll ask him here in a second. Joel. How many kids you got? Papa, how many kids do you have? How many children? 8. I told him mucho. That's why you're so patient. Mucho kids. Okay, I think he has 7 or 8. I couldn't count. So many fingers are going up. But yeah, he's getting it in, guys. I mean, patient man, to say the least. You know what I mean? Hey, if you could bottle that up, boy, you could get some money, boy. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Me and my wife were having a hard time, getting pregnant. And I tell you what, a secret to you guys out there trying to do that: you put the legs over the head, and it shoots in a little deeper. That's all science here. I'm not trying to be out of line, but it's so true. We hope you guys are enjoying it, dude. Listen, we don't got nothing to do. We're sitting here just. Who's got the 8?
Yeah, who's got the 8, Christina?
Jay Jones, what's good? Yes, we are
You wanna give me
wild.
the 8? I'll take the ball.
I hope Jay, we're like making you guys laugh a little because, a lot of these guys, they brought their library cards. They're here. They're being completely silent. We want to have fun. We want to put on a show. All right, Trent, thanks for your help, cuz. You're a great young man and a good commentator.
Yes, sir. I'll
Appreciate
be
it.
back.
You already know. All right, we got it 4-4 here. Guantanamera. For all Joel's fans, we're gonna do some salsa merengue machata. That easy. If I do that, my wife knows my location. Four, 4. Joel's been hitting them real fat. I don't know if he's gonna thin it up a little bit, but let's see what the 3 ball does. 3 ball's not even close. The 8 ball somehow double kissed in. Jimmy Antonetti's back.
Mike D, what's popping?
It's popping. What's good? What's popping?
We got a good one here.
Yeah, I mean, Joel's made a mistake. George kind of faltered there early in the match, and then he made a little bit of comeback. So George was up 2-0, and then Joel made a comeback, and then George handled his business. It's always nice when you fail, and then you get back on the horse, and you at least keep your honor of the matter, So
yeah, George getting the game too, right? On the wire.
Yeah, the game's already been put up, so it's it's 4. Yeah, the Joel's real crafty, guys. I mean, I know a lot of great players are going to jump this ball, play the combo, and probably get out. But when you're jacked up on that ball, it makes it a little more difficult. Joel's really good at extending innings, and if you don't know what that means living to fight another inning. Like a lot of times, you shoot the wrong shot, the guy runs out. Well, if you extend the game, you still have a chance to get back to the table and create dominance or control, right?
Yep.
So just because you can't get him perfectly safe doesn't mean you can't principle safe. Just get him is hooked. If he jumps it, so be it. But he gave him a funny angle. He did his job. I like his shot a lot.
Yeah. He looks like he has the same, is that a Bushka jump cue? Pulled it out just like yours?
I sold it to him.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. I buy like 10 of them at a time and sell them.
Well, you might have to talk to me next time you get one in. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I mean, it's the greatest jump cue. I mean, I have a good friend, Hanshu, that makes jump cues as well. I was using my Bushka before he offered me his cue, but a lot of my friends say the Hanshu plays great. The Bushka, the feature about the Bushka is you don't have to hit it as hard because the tip is flared out. So if your tip is flared out, you're actually catching more surface area on the cue ball. So even if you don't use a Bushka, I would highly recommend you look at the tip that they use. If you want to see a picture of it, you can PM me. But yeah, it's flailed outward. So when you're hitting through the ball at an angle, you're catching more ball than you would with a regular standard tip.
All right, Joe, with the 1-9 combo on hand, just like that. He lived to fight another inning, and look what happened.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Joel's crafty, right? I mean, yeah, you could jump that and make it. George is very capable, but in a tremendous amount of pressure. You get that adrenaline. George jumped right over the ball.
Yep.
And you know what? That's how you win pool matches, you know? Playing the percentages, understanding pressure. Understanding that I can shoot one shot in practice probably 80% of the time, but under a certain variance of pressure, it might go down to a 60%er.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, well, how's that possible? Keep playing and you'll figure it out. That's all I could tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. No matter how experienced you get, too, that pressure will bite you at one point or another. Feature table tour stop number 4 at Brewlands.
Holla at ya, boy. Shout out to Stitch It with Nicole, Predator Cloth, Low Streaming. Thank you so much, Brewlands, for putting us on the map here. It's a great, beautiful day in Florida. It's about 75 degrees. The conditions are absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you what, after the storm, we needed the sun so desperately. So,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Floridians, we're strong people. We're kind of like the New Orleans people.
Florida man.
You rip us down, we'll build it back up. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? We ain't buying beach houses because that's our primary house. We buying it and we'll build it back. You know what I mean? That's
Speaking of building back, Mike D, I was talking to somebody this morning, and they asked me, they go, do you know how long that they're estimating it's going to take to build back Fort Myers and that? 2 years.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Well, it's thanks to all the emergency crews that come immediately after the storm. Think about it in terms of efficiency. If you're a contractor and you put the slab in, you got the guys waiting to put the slab in. All the other stuff goes in, right?
Yeah.
So the power cable companies, they're lined up getting the power back on, allowing the other contractors to efficiently do their job.
Yep.
So that's why we're able to bounce back, you know?
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
For sure.
Did you see all the Mike and I both play out of racks, for those of you who don't know, but on the way to racks, they had the staging area for Seminole County, and there had to been 200 power trucks from all over the country parked up in there at night. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a real man to just leave his family and go help a completely a different state. You know what I mean? But yo, thanks for having me. If you guys have any questions or you want to do some lessons, holler at me on Facebook, and I appreciate the opportunity. Jimmy's going to take over.
Best bankers in the biz.
Respect.
Take him up on that offer. All right, here we are, 5-4. Joel leading the way. He's in the middle of a break and run here. Needs to get over a little bit more on that 5-ball. He's going to have to jack up on it, but he's able to get that in there, I think. The angle I'm sitting at. Just got to watch a double hit, but he should be all right. Oh, okay, so he's just going to go. He's just not even going to attempt that. He's going to go for a straight safe. And did he get there? He may have leaked out a little bit. He put his hand up there. It tells me he probably leaked out a little bit, so George can't see the ball. I just got done with a match of mine, and I can tell you guys, man, these pockets, if you normally play on a diamond, these pockets play very wide. It's kind of nice to shoot on. For a confidence booster, that's for sure. All right, 5-4, George. 5-4, I believe. I can't see from this angle, but based on Joel's reaction, I'm guessing George can either see it or it's not going to be very hard at all for him to hit it. He could see that whole ball. What a shot that was. Great cross bank. Comes out of there smelling like a rose. There was no doubt about him seeing that ball. All right. Need to stay out of that side pocket. Oh, boy, George. He's going to be kicking himself for that one. Yeah, that's the thing about that shot right there coming straight back across. You just got to definitely play to come up on the other side of that, the side pocket, and just take a little bit longer shot instead of trying to get perfect. Even though we've all hit the shot a million times, we think we can do it time and time again, but it just takes that one time, like Mike D was saying about that pressure to kick in and throws that swing arm off a little bit. So, all right, Joel gets to the hill. He goes up 6-4. 6-4 on George. George very easily should have tied that one up. See what tables we got going on next to us here. We got AK playing. I'm not quite sure what that gentleman's name is. We got Leon and Trenton playing over there. Leon's shooting at the 9-ball. Try to keep you guys updated, but if you guys want to check out the brackets online, they're on digitalpool.com. It's a great website for keeping your tournament brackets. We got a female tournament going on over there, and we got the men's amateur. I think the sponsor for the stream goes out to Jacksonville Roofing USA. I believe that's Bobby Garza's brother up in Jacksonville. We got Stitch to Me Embroidery, Kamui Products. We got Predator as a title sponsor. Got a lot of products here, sponsor or Predator related for sale. We got Dr. V's chalk holders, best in the biz. You guys got to check those out. Vernette's a good friend. He's also a good person, good player, and a good product. So check it out. All right, looks like George broke dry, and George comes up dry on that shot. So he's going to turn it right back over to Joel. They got a pretty ugly looking rack here. Got that 2, 4, 6, 9 all bumbled up. This is right in Joel's wheelhouse. So, they both play one pocket. Joel plays that last pocket 8-ball. He's one of the better players you'll ever find playing that game. So he, a lot of times I've watched him play and they do that soft break. So Joel's pretty good with this kind of a layout here. He's a very cerebral player. All right. Looks like George got a nice shot on a 2-ball. Now, I wish I could see over there a little bit better, but from where I'm sitting at, it looks like if he can get down to that 4-ball, it looks like he has a pretty decent shot at a 4-9 combo. So I don't think that 7's sitting in the way at all. I wish I could tell you guys how terrible of an angle I'm sitting at to be able to see this. I got all kind of things in front of me. I'm pretty much looking at a computer screen. So sure looks like he's got a 4-9 combo if he could figure out how to get on a line on this 3-ball to get down to that 4. He should be sitting golden. That looks like the line right there. The little stun draw straight down to that corner pocket area, and looks like a great shot at a 4-9 combo. Beautiful. Boy, what a stroke too. The ball rolled about 8 inches and then took the spin bit, and then it immediately changed direction and went straight down towards that corner. It was a great stroke. All right, here we go. Just get up to 6-5. He'll be breaking. Great shot. 6-5. George answers back. And like we've repeated many times, we are playing 9-ball on Brunswick tables, and we're playing 9-ball on the spot. So just a little wrinkle, especially with the tables being a little bit bigger pockets, where everybody breaks so much with the 1 on the spot, and pretty much have that cut break or the wing ball going in. So it's a little something to switch it up some on us. We're using the Predator balls we have 4 feature tables up here on the front. So we're using Predator balls here. And then on the other tables, I think we're using a blue dot. See what George does on the break. 656 Fargo. Plays very strong. Yeah, he had a nice showing last week, I believe. He actually knocked out Joel at the River City Open in the loser side. Got the one ball down. Two ball looks like he might be hidden. I don't think he can see the two ball. If he could see it, he'll probably going to go ahead and try to play safe. But otherwise, he'll might try to kick up under it and push the two back up table. Playing 9-ball wild. Not that has anything to do with this particular shot here, but in case the cue ball gets loose. So it looks like he can see the two ball. All right, so he is going to push. He's motioned to Joel a couple times about pushing, but Joel's not paying attention to him. Joel's actually Joel's in a little bit of a daydream over there, staring at the other table. All right, he changed his mind and went for a 2-rail kick, and it was one of the shots that I actually thought he would go for. I thought that set up perfect for that, and as long as he hit that ball full, it was going to go up there, and it came out absolutely perfect for him. I think you can see the edge of the two, but still, he has no open shot on it. Looks like he can only see a little bit of the two, enough to kind of maybe cut it even over in right up against that 7, up in behind that 7 ball. And this is what Mike was talking about, where Joel's a pretty smart player, where he to fight another inning. It just all depends on how much of this 2 ball he can see. I would imagine he's just going to try to maybe take the 2 ball over against the rail in the 7 ball area, somewhere in that general area. Yeah, pretty much. And even if you don't get up in behind there, at least he ties it up, and he's going to force George to come with a shot. But George very well might have a fairly simple shot at the 7. Even if it is, you just want to tie the balls up in that case, and ideally get up in behind there and really make him work for a shot. But even if not, a lot of variables George has to work with. Where's the 2 going to end up? Where's the cue ball going to go? So, and it comes out smell like rose. He hit that absolutely perfect.
Need you to come see me.
Right. So George is trying to figure out what he's going to do to get down onto the 3 ball. He's got a great shot on the 2 ball. That George, if the 3 goes in the corner where he was bent over at there, in the top left corner, he might not be looking so bad. Come off of their 2 rails. All right, that ball needs to get up in behind there. So George likes a lot of one pocket. If he's not comfortable with that, with a cut on that 3, I could completely see George taking a bank on a 3 down, then into 5. That 5 makes it a huge pocket. Looks like he's probably going to end up going for a cut, but I would not be surprised whatsoever if George turns around and tries to bank this all the way back up into the bottom right hand corner. What a shot. Great shot, George. That makes a little more sense because I really did not think he was going to be able to cut that 3 into that corner. That was a great shot. I think in this particular shot, I'm surprised he's not asking somebody to watch for a hit. You know, both of these guys are friends. They're both high level, so yeah, go in that direction. Well, actually, if he hits that 5 would go up. Can't believe the ball slid right past the 5. So if he has ball in hand, George should be able to get out and tie the score up at double hill. Well, he wants to stay on the right side of the correct side of the 6 to get over there for the 8. That way he doesn't have to worry about coming down to no 50-yard line on a 9 ball. Go. He needs to either get up and go or slow down, and he's on 50-yard line for the 6. You know, with these pockets, you're able to cheat these pockets and create some different angles compared to, you know, shooting on a diamond where you don't have as much to work with as far as creating your angles. But this is shouldn't be too hard for him to be able to come back across and get a nice angle on the 8 ball to get back up there. I actually liked his first thought. I like going into the other corner better. At least where I'm sitting at. Of course, he's at the table and he's got the ultimate view. But where I was sitting at, I thought if he came down this other corner and put a little bit of right hand English, he could have went. Could have gotten over there a little bit further to have a better line on the 8 ball. He's got a little meat on the bone here. This is a touchy shot. He's either going to have to go back and forth a couple times. He might get the love bump here. He did. He got the love bump. All right. And he's got a thin cut on the 9 or straight back on the bank. I would not be surprised if George goes either way on this one. All right, double hill, guys. Let's go. Let's like and share this stream. Get some viewers up. We got a double hill thriller going on. All right, we got a hill thriller. George breaking. And like I said last week, George knocked Joel out of the tournament at the River City Open. So I'm sure Joel wants a little revenge on that one. I'm sure he's got a little salty taste in his mouth, but George's got that cool demeanor. He just grinds and grinds and grinds away. Wear you down. Let's give a shout out to Joel too. He's looking pretty slim over there. He's looking kind of fit. Man's been working out, and my man did not want that to happen. Yikes. All right, he Did not want a scratch on the break at Hill. That's a heartbreaker. Wide open table. I would be very surprised if George gets to step back up at this table. He's got one ball down. Oh, Joel. Wow. A little surprised by that one. The angle I'm sitting at, that looks like a very thin cut, but maybe it's not. From his view. Wow, Joel. By drawing that back like that, I think he'd have been better served to just ride it forward a little bit and take the 3 straight across. Played short side. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. Wow, I'm a little surprised by Joel on that one. I think Joel's been working a lot. I was talking to his right hand man Manny, and Manny was telling me that Joel hasn't been playing a lot lately. So it's not the typical Joel that we're all accustomed to seeing. We got on the table next to us Dale Stanley playing. That's who I just played the first round. He got me 7-5, so he's moving on to the next round. Oh, George overshot that one. And that shot right there is exactly what I was talking to the guy I played with last round. Sometimes it feels like these tables are rolling slow, and then next thing you know, the thing takes off like that ball. Saw George's face a couple times there. He was a little surprised that ball just kept on rolling, and that's exactly what happened that I've noticed. I even turned around in the middle of the game. I said, "Man, 1 minute these tables are going so slow, and the next thing they just take off." And that ball just seemed like it just shot off of those rails. Wow. So you got a jacked up shot going into the side. You got to keep your body still on this one and just make a solid straight stroke and finish this out. I am surprised that either one of these guys have gotten to the table more than once. Yeah. 2 balls to close it out. Move on to the next round. Here it looks like he's either going to have to just run it right there, take the cue ball right off of that rail in that general area, and make a cut on the 9 to the corner where he's standing at, or go back and forth and shoot the 9 in the other one. That's kind of what I like. Just take your medicine. And I mean, it's a shot we've made 100 times. So let's go 1 shot to move on to the next round. It was blind bid number 1. All right, Joel, moving on to the next round. Double hill. So we'll wait up and see who the next feature match is, and we'll get one up here. Robert Noon and Kaylee McIntosh coming up on the feature table. Robert Noon and Kaylee McIntosh.